Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. My name's Justin Cardozo. I'm a psychic medium, intuitive consultant, and this is my Saturday night give back show. Let me know if you can hear me, because we've got a little bit of change of scenery going on tonight. Actually have to hold my mic, you know. But there's a reason for the change of scenery and everything, and, you know, we'll get into that here in a little bit. We still got Dom behind the scenes trying to get everything squared away, so I appreciate all of you joining me once again. And, you know, last week I got on here with a pretty serious tone, I thought. And the reason is that we are in unprecedented territory. I want to know how you guys are doing with everything. How's this whole thing affecting you? With lockdowns and self-isolation, self-quarantines, all of that. Because let me tell you, I know how I'm feeling, and I'm feeling pretty exhausted, to be honest, psychically. You know, I had a whole thing written out for tonight, and when I went back to read it, it didn't. It was right, but it didn't feel right. You know what I mean? You ever have one of those situations where you want to say something, you want to address the situation, but you just don't know how. You can't find the words. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with this whole thing, right? Because every time I meditate, usually I meditate to clear myself, clear my energy, clear other people's energy, trying to get in touch with people for, you know, get in touch with folks whose loved ones have passed on, etc. But this whole thing, man, has really psychically thrown me for a loop. And so last week I said that I was going to start doing light worker education lessons with you guys for free, while everyone's in lockdown. It's a little bit something different, right? And I plan to adhere to that. In fact, we're adhering to it right now. Because to be perfectly frank with you, I wasn't going to go live tonight. Because I just wasn't in the headspace to do that, to be there. But luckily for me, because I'm smart, I surround myself with people that know how to put their foot in my ass and make me do the right thing, always. And so Roseanne thoroughly got in my ass, as you can imagine. Anybody who knows her, knows that that's the case. And Shay straightened me out. And so tonight is really just kind of informal, guys. I mean, I feel like I'm rambling right now. But it's my way of trying to work around to get to where I say what needs to be said. And I'm not beating around the bush. It's just a difficult topic to approach. So here's the thing. You know that as long as I've been doing these lives, hell, as long as I've been doing readings, my message has stayed consistent. Love never dies. It's proven time and time again that love never dies. It's only through love that people are able to come through and express messages to their loved ones who are still here, letting you know that they're okay. Also with specifics. Only second to that, I also talk a lot about faith. And the fact that faith and fear are two sides of the same coin. I've been driving that home during these lives for well over a year and a half, 2 years, whatever it's been at this point. And sure, we do shenanigans and everything, but anybody who watches for any length of time knows that those are the two real main messages that I try to drive home. And for a long time I thought maybe it was resonating with people. I thought maybe we could turn the fear dynamic around. But you know what? This whole coronavirus situation, COVID-19, has really shown me that all it takes is one thing, and everyone resorts back to fear. It's ingrained in the DNA. It's how we operate. And I got to tell you, every time that I meditate, I feel that weight of fear growing and growing. It's not mine. It's the collective. and it's overwhelming. You know, I don't consider myself a Bible thumper by any stretch of the imagination. I believe that I try to follow the new commandment that was set forth, which is love your neighbor as you love yourself. Right? And 2,000 years ago when Jesus gave that commandment, that was good advice. But you see, the Dark One, he knows how to twist humankind to his devices. And so love your neighbor as you love yourself only works if you love yourself in a healthy way. It doesn't take a genius or a psychic to look around and realize that the world is hurting. The world is in trouble. People don't do right by each other. Even so-called friends, let alone strangers. And so what I realized today is that all of the ills of this world, and last week I told you the whole COVID-19, we're being put through something. We're being put to a test to try to find our humanity again. And we are. It's a slow go. We still have pockets of selfish individuals all over the world that have resorted to animalistic behavior and self-preservation above all. It's an animalistic behavior. We were created to be greater than that. And that's not up for debate. I mean, just look at the state of any of your supermarkets. Because I know mainly Western countries are viewing this, so we're all in the same boat. This has nothing to do with politics. This has everything to do with the human spirit and the collective of humanity as a whole. See, that's the thing that I've been tapping into. That's the thing that's just been bugging the hell out of me. Is that every time I meditate, it's wave after wave of fear. All of you tune in to hear a message every week. Hopefully a message from your loved one. And this is the message that I have this week, is that we need to begin to love each other. And if you can't do that, I need you to at least learn to first love yourself in a healthy way. Because then loving others becomes easy. And you know who I'm talking to. For folks who come on and ask about, whether so-and-so is going to return, or, looking for answers in relation to, like, your love life and stuff. so often people that have that question, it pains me inside. It pains me inside. Not because it's a love lost. It pains me inside because so often that question is a mask. It's a mask for people who are looking to fill a void within themselves, and they don't know how to do it. So often, people will use humor to cover up their sadness. I get that. Use humor to cover up their anxiety, their awkwardness. I get all that. That's cool. But the thing that we have to work on together is getting better together collectively. I'm trying to collect my thoughts because you're just seeing Justin in free thought mode. Okay? And essentially, the majority of the folks who tune in, and you guys know that when you tune in, the majority are light workers in one form or another.
I got some people who are in New York and they're scared.
I know. And rightfully so. And see, here's the thing, man. I'm not saying that faith alone is a shield against this scourge, right? Because that's not logical. That's not real. Okay? It helps. It helps in the unknown. When we are faced with the unknown, that's where fear and faith come into play. Fear and faith are exactly the same thing. Two sides of the same coin. They're both a belief in something that is unseen. Now, fear is a belief in that the something that is unseen that is going to affect you negatively. Where faith is the belief in something that is unseen that's going to affect you positively. Same thing. Geo.
Say hi to Jackie.
Hi, Jackie. What's up? What's up, everybody? Anyway, just kind of free-flowing tonight. And Roseanne, did you hear that I gave you props at the beginning?
Oh yeah, because you were being a horse's ass.
Yes.
Yes, I saw a comment saying that. Thank you, Roseanne. I was like, thank you.
Yeah, and Shay.
Yeah.
And Shay.
Good. And Shay, thank God. I had to get Shay on you too.
Mm-hmm. So I wrote this big, long thing out today. But when I read it back to Roseanne, the tone didn't feel right, is what it was.
Well, you were channeling somebody else.
Well, yeah. It took me off track. And so,
I'm reading the comments.
Okay. I've been seeing them go by, but they're too far away. I can't see it.
Yeah. Because we're both streaming. Tell everybody we're streaming both on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. If you're on Facebook for the first time, please like and follow our page. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so you get notifications.
So the folks in New York, understandably scared. I mean, look, I'm from New York originally. I mean, even in the suburbs, everyone is on top of each other. Social distancing is incredibly difficult, right?
Yeah.
All you could do, this is again where faith comes in. You take the knowledge that you have and be diligent with it. That backed with faith, and you'll be okay.
So the way this is going to go.
Yeah, really the only way
the
that
hard truth to them.
Well, here's the thing. The only way that this thing is going to end up going away is we have to hit a critical mass of people stopping using religion to justify their hatreds. That, believe it or not, that one right there is the big one. One of the big ones. There's two big ones. Okay? Using religion to justify your hatred and pointing and judging others. Right? And the other one's abortion, man. I never talk about this stuff. Because you know why? When I meditate, I never get these things. This is a first for me.
Yeah.
I never get anything apocalyptic or
greed.
Judgment.
I got
Greed.
Gluttony, the mass gluttony, and that means greed. Greed. Gluttony, and I looked this up. Gluttony does not mean just food, okay, or greed with money. It's about right now the world is in a complete shambles of gluttonous.
We've used fear. We've used a fear-based system to construct our entire reality. We have used a fear-based system to construct our entire reality, from governments to economies to schooling, and the most disgusting of all, religion. Is all fear-based. Why is he freaking out that way?
I don't know.
What, does he want to come say hi?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, well, bring him in. That fear-based construct has got to go. It's got to. It needs to be replaced with compassion. And you know what? Here in the United States, across the board, we're seeing it being proven that this whole time, compassion could have ruled the day. People who, big companies, large and small, across the board, are finding a way to allow their workers to work at home. Even though they thought, that it wasn't possible. Isn't that funny how you can find a way when pushed? Having compassion for their workers to give extra leave. What? What are you crying about? Come here. Come say hi.
God, it ended.
No. I'm still on. Look. Hey, come here.
Look at all the comments.
Hey. Okay, you're screaming right into the microphone.
So we're in a different room tonight.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the microphone's right there.
I know. Gee.
Sit next to him.
No, we're not ending it.
No, people
Can't.
want to hear.
Gio.
Gio. What are you screaming about? All right, stop.
Let's go.
Okay, I'll be done in a few minutes. I'll be done in a few minutes. Okay, say bye-bye.
Everybody, oh look, they're giving you hearts. Look.
Okay, all right.
Hi, Gio. Look, they're saying hi, Gio. Hi, Luigi. All right.
All
Who are
right.
you today? All right.
He's
goodbye.
baldy.
Baldy, that's right. Oy vey.
So,
And this is affecting children too.
just the energy of it, man.
Yeah.
Just the energy of
Oh,
everything.
he's like this all the time. This
Well-
is like a normal day in our house, but we have had to change rooms for our studio.
Yeah.
Because Justin's working from home now, so that's why it may sound weird, why there's a different background.
Yeah, got the
Yeah.
Zoom H1 going. All sorts of different equipment came out of Dominic's bags today, so, you know. But yeah, I mean, and so, you know, here's the lesson. I said at the beginning of this that this is a light worker education lesson. And the lesson, if you've ever gone to the lightworkereducation.org website, the first step in any lesson is awareness. Mm-hmm. And we are just in the awareness phase of this whole thing. And, you know, I didn't know what was going on with me, and it's just been this slow, steady building of pressure for a couple of months now. Mm-hmm. And it's this buildup of this collective fear. And each of us needs to step up to the plate and address it for our own selves and our families. Without shame.
Because why is there shame in talking about God and praying? At this point, you know when they say there's no such thing as an atheist in a foxhole?
Yeah.
Hey, I have news for you folks.
It's a worldwide foxhole.
Foxhole.
Yeah.
Okay? Because this is not going to go away. It is affecting every single living human being in this world. Mm-hmm. If it doesn't affect them, it's affecting somebody they know.
Yep.
And it will, and I'm also going to say that I do not like, the fear-mongering is just something that, you can say what you want about Trump, but when he gets on people about the fear-mongering, it's true, because that's BS. I don't like it when reporters say, this is our new normal. No, it's not. This will go away, but stop being a selfish asshole. Sorry. But, I'm different than you. You're the theologian. I am not. I am the truth speaker. I speak my truth, and I'm going to set it straight. We cannot keep this going on. It's already starting, okay? You got kids who are teenagers licking the inside of the toilet bowls. I mean, and then they get... What is going on? You talk about no fear, but you know what I talk about? And absolutely right. We've got to deal with our anxiety. And how do we deal with it? If you cannot love other people, if you don't love yourself,
you got to learn how to love yourself first.
So guess what?
That's where you pray. You pray and you ask.
Start reading the Bible. And you know what? You don't need the book. There's an app on your phone.
Is there?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Don't even. So look, it's up to people. You want to Tim Carey goes, I feel at home right now with the screaming. Exactly. It's not a Cardozo production without
a little bit of tears.
Yeah. So, look, here's the thing. It's we cannot have the gluttony. I've seen people at Christmas time pay for shallow human beings who are rich beyond the most wildest dreams of most human beings. They go and pay for layaways and they get publicity on it. But you don't see them anywhere. Trust me, when I say it is, like you said, cleansing of the impurities of this world, that is exactly what is going on. We had it last year with people in our lives who did us wrong.
It was a sneak preview, wasn't it?
It was a sneak preview. And that is what you do wrong in this world, you're going to get taught a lesson.
Yeah, it comes back to you.
It comes back to you. There
Absolutely.
is such a thing as karma. It doesn't matter if you believe in God or Buddha or Muhammad or...
None of that matters. It's just the law of the universe.
It's everyone. If you believe in the old oak tree or, the cherry blossom tree, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. It's all made by a creator of someone. But I'm telling you right now, in your darkest moments, you're going to be praying to somebody.
Yeah, you would hope. And the
I
point
have
is,
faith in humans'
well, look,
will.
I mean, look, here's the thing. The point is that we're going to get through this.
We will.
We will. I know. That's what I'm saying. Is that, but what each of you could do, starting now, is just start praying.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want any effective light worker, needs to do one main thing: introspection. And through that introspection, and only through introspection and knowing oneself and the hurdles that you've overcome and looking at things from, from outside of yourself and kind of seeing the whole picture, only then you'll be ready to help other people through whatever it is that they're going through. We'll go over that more in future weeks. But I just needed to get on here. A little bit different tonight. A little bit more free thought, free will thinking. And just kind of let you know where I'm at and where my head is at with this whole thing.
We all have to
I want you all
together.
to
Band
know
together.
that all of you are, I don't know, Boo.
Okay.
All of you are in our prayers daily.
Always, always, always.
We pray as a family. And it's important that each of you start to pray as well. And toss in a prayer for those who can't pray for themselves.
Amen to that. Staff at work gotten to the point of asking why they are out with their children. I've been asking that myself. Keep your children home, inside.
Flatten the curve, man. That's what we're trying to do right now. That's it. You know, we're in a weird dilemma in the fact that we're at a point to where,
I'm going to get him.
okay,
This thing
we
is
can't,
buffering.
yeah, we can't worry. We have to worry mainly about ourselves. It's where self-preservation comes in. While simultaneously, hey, this battery thing is flashing here, so I don't know what's going to happen.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to get this out real quick because we're going to probably get going here in a sec. But we're at a stage where we have to worry about ourselves first. Take care of yourself first. Love yourself first so that you are better equipped to love thy neighbor. Okay? Because if you love your neighbor in the same way that you love yourself, but you despise yourself, then you despise your neighbor, and that's not helping anyone. Find that love within you first. We're going to continue to pray for all of you guys. And we'll keep going live. We'll be doing, and if you want, look, I even thought about doing like a nightly prayer at like 10 o'clock Central Time. If that's something, just get on live, do a quick maybe 5-minute prayer for, so that we could have a collective prayer session. I even thought about doing that. If that's something that you think would be a good idea, let me know in the comments. Type 1 in the comments, okay? And, we'll start doing that. We'll do that every night, until this thing is kicked. But,
I think we're going to go intermission real quick so I can swap something and then we'll be right back, okay?
okay. All right. And we're back. All right, so yeah, you know, I'm seeing a lot of ones on the YouTube side, which is, I knew that would happen. That's okay, and that's cool. Okay, so all right, nightly like 10 p.m. We'll start doing that. We'll start figuring that part of it out. I appreciate the feedback, and here comes more feedback on my end. But yeah, with that,
He's
okay.
ready for you.
All right, I'm coming.
All right.
But with that, I am being summoned.
Wait.
Okay, hey.
He wants to say goodbye, right?
Okay,
All right, yeah, well, we're not going to
you want to
You're
say?
not dressed. Let me get you dressed. You can't say goodbye if you're crying.
All right, yeah, go.
My goodness. Meltdown City. It's about that time for a meltdown anyway, so it's okay. Oh my gosh, hey! Don't be rude. Okay, so yeah, that kind of we're just waiting on Gio, pretty much. Okay. I guess I could take 1 or 2 questions before. I don't know, questions, thoughts, comments, concerns.
Yeah, so if you got any questions, please put them down in the comment section.
Yeah.
Although they probably can't hear me because of the mic.
I know it. Yeah, once he gets going, man, it's hard to walk him back from that cliff. Walk him back from that edge. I don't know, can anybody hear me after changing the battery on this thing?
Yep, they said they can.
Okay, cool.
Denise, would you recap what you just went over? I just arrived.
It's pretty hard to... I know. All right, here, come here. I know. Hey. Hi. All right, stop. You gotta stop crying. Hey, say hi. Look. Say hi.
No, I'm not. I want to restart though.
You want to restart? We're restarting right now in 3, 2, 1. What, the intro?
With the prayer.
I want to end it because I don't want to touch the
Well, what I was
toilet.
saying is that we could do a live prayer every night until this thing is kicked, like around 10 o'clock or so. Had overwhelming ones on that. Well, 10:30ish. Yeah, time to be ETA.
Central Standard Time, guys.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. And on that note, say bye-bye. Say night-night. All right.
He's tired.
Okay, yeah, he's tired. All right, good night, guys. We will talk to you soon. Look for that notification, okay? All right, we will. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.